The Human Resource Service Center, together with Simplified Options Uganda, present What is an Aptitude Test? Compiled by Ivan Nkono. Read by Eddie Chigozi. An aptitude test is a systematic means of testing a job candidate's abilities to perform specific tasks and react to a range of different situations. The tests each have a standardized method of administration and scoring, with the results quantified and compared with all other test takers. No prior knowledge is assumed, as the tests seek to determine innate ability at a particular competency. The secret to not being intimidated by tests is preparation. How are aptitude tests administered? Aptitude tests are increasingly administered online, most often after a candidate has made their initial job application, and are used to filter unsuitable applicants out of the selection process without the need for time-consuming one-to-one job interviews. Employers use aptitude tests from a variety of providers alongside general interview advice, application forms, assessment centers, academic results, and other selection methods. No test is perfect, but all of them aim to give an indication of how candidates will respond to the challenges they will face in their day-to-day role at a firm. The test can be taken online or at a testing center, such as a firm's offices, where they are usually paper-based. Often, a firm may ask you to complete both types of tests, just to confirm you did not cheat during the initial unsupervised online test. What are the different types of aptitude tests? These are the most common types of aptitude tests that you will encounter. Numerical reasoning tests. These tests require you to answer questions based on statistics, figures, and charts. Verbal reasoning tests. A means of assessing your verbal logic and capacity to quickly digest information from passages of text. In-tray exercises. This is a business-related scenario that assesses how well you can prioritize tasks. Diagrammatic tests. These are tests that measure your logical reasoning, usually under strict time conditions. Situational judgment tests are psychological tests that assess your judgment in resolving work-based problems. Inductive reasoning tests. Tests that identify how well a candidate can see the underlying logic in patterns, rather than words or numbers. Cognitive ability tests. A measurement of general intelligence covering many categories of aptitude test. Mechanical reasoning tests. These assess your ability to apply mechanical or engineering principles to problems. They are often used for technical roles. Watson-Glaser tests. Designed to assess a candidate's ability to critically consider arguments, they are often used by law firms. Abstract reasoning tests. This is another name for inductive reasoning tests. Spatial awareness tests. These tests assess your capacity to mentally manipulate images and are often used in applications for jobs in design, engineering, and architecture. Error checking tests. An unusual type of aptitude test that focuses on your ability to identify errors in complex data sets. Test structure for aptitude tests. Tests are timed and are typically multiple choice. It is not uncommon for some available answers to be deliberately misleading, so you must take care as you work through. Some tests escalate in difficulty as they progress. Typically, these tests are not designed to be finished by candidates. Most of the information that you have acquired about success is really true, But as information, it cannot make you successful. For you to turn that very good information into real success, you need life skills. Platinum Nuggets Season 2 is a collection of audios produced by Simplified Options Uganda in 2018. These audios will teach you all the life skills you need to become a true success. Do you want to improve your critical thinking skills? Do you want to become better at negotiating? Do you want to be able to influence people rather than manipulate them? Over 30 audios are available for you to select the ones you prefer. Contact Simplified Options Uganda by WhatsApp. The number is 256 702 809 040. Platinum Nuggets. Take charge of your life by changing how you think. And now, let's return to the aptitude tests. Scores and marking. Your score relates your performance to an average group. Your aptitude, ability, or intelligence has a relative value to this average result. Typically, an average performance is all that is required to pass an aptitude test. Most employers take people's backgrounds into consideration for marking. For example, math graduates will have an unfair advantage over arts graduates on a numerical test. Consequently, most employers use these tests as only part of the assessment process. Aptitude tests, preparation and practice. Practice in advance. Evidence suggests that some practice of similar aptitude tests may improve your performance in the real tests. Practice exam technique and try to become more familiar with the types of tests you may face by completing practice questions. Even basic word and number puzzles may help you become used to the comprehension and arithmetic aspects of some tests. Aptitude tests can also be practiced with providers such as Graduate Monkey and Assessment Day. The questions are structured in a professional format, just like the real thing. Preparation before the test. Treat aptitude tests like an interview. Get a good night's sleep. Plan your journey to the test site and arrive on time and appropriately dressed. Listen to the instructions you are given and follow them precisely. Before the actual aptitude test itself, you will almost certainly be given practice examples to try. Make sure you ask questions if anything is unclear at this stage. You will normally be given some paper on which to make rough workings. Often you can be asked to hand these in with the test, but typically they do not form part of the assessment. Taking the test. You should work quickly and accurately through the test. Don't get stuck on any particular question. Should you have any problems, return to it at the end of the test. You should divide your time per question as accurately as you can. Typically, this will be between 50 and 90 seconds per question. Remember that the tests are difficult and often you will not be expected to answer all the questions. Be particularly cautious if the aptitude test uses negative marking. If this is not the case, answer as many questions as possible in the given time. Remember that multiple choice options are often designed to mislead you, with incorrect choices including common mistakes that candidates make. Tips for success. These 5 tips are well worth remembering before you take an aptitude test for real. 1. Treat the test like you would any other exam. 2. Work swiftly and accurately through any test. 3. Work out the maximum time you can spend on any question and stick to it religiously. You can return to the questions at the end. Never get stuck on any particular question, even if you think you nearly have it. 4. If you are going to an assessment center, take a calculator you understand with you. If you do not, you'll be forced to use whatever they provide you with. 5. Answer as many questions as possible in the given time, but be wary of negative marking. The Human Resource Service Center is an international HR consulting firm. They offer human resource and business support services to a range of organizations, both within and outside Uganda. If you want to improve your internal HR processes and systems, if you want to outsource human resource services, contact the Human Resource Service Center by phone, by WhatsApp, or by Telegram. The number is +256 772 481 995.